Hello, I'm Lonnie,
I'm Amberlicious.
and this is Untitled Nerd Network's continuation of the Halloween October 2021 horror movie reviews. This is number 5 in the Conjuring series. Yeah, it is.
Yep, had
Um,
to count.
the Nun, and as you can see, the logo down there is not quite light enough, but it's kind of the name of the movie.
Right.
um, this
It was all done in the dark.
It kind of tells the origin of the how the nun came to be, and does just getting this out of the way. We both thought this movie was a few steps below what we've become accustomed to.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
this this almost struck me. This wasn't scary so much as it was like a people versus monster movie. You know, there wasn't a real. I mean, they may have tried, but I don't know. Like the
Her
horror.
appearances, the nun's brief appearances in the other movies have been scarier than this entire movie.
Yeah, that's very
It's
true.
really, it was real. Honestly, this movie was really disappointing for me.
Yeah,
It was.
there were. You know, they show the full. Uh, they show you like the full origin of it was like a pagan not pagan but like a Satanist castle that was built, and they opened up a gateway to hell, and these people came in, sealed it, built a convent on it, and kept somebody praying 24/7 in order to keep the gateway shut and everything. And
Yeah.
then things started happening, and
The relic, they used the relic which had the blood of Christ in it
yeah,
to seal it.
and like this woman who is becoming a nun but hasn't taken her vows yet, this priest, and then this like local dude who ran errands and stuff. They all show up at the convent, and it's kind of kicked off by this nun committing suicide, but she was really killing herself to avoid the demon getting out
Yeah.
because it has to have a human vessel. But we all see how that worked out in
Yeah,
the
because
end.
supposedly, if you commit suicide, your soul just kind of just dissipates, more or less.
Really, I thought they believed that it went to a certain circle of hell.
I mean, certain ones do. It just depends. Regardless, you can't enter a body if it's dead, I guess.
Yes,
So,
it has to have a soul to latch on to,
yeah.
and so yeah, there's a lot like about half the movie come to find out
Excuse
is
me.
a hallucination. The lady's name is Sister Irene, and she basically hallucinates all the other nuns or sees visions of the
Yeah, I was gonna
nuns.
say she's she's been able to see visions since she was a child,
Yeah,
and along with seeing visions, she's able to talk to spirits and that sort of thing, but not really know that she is.
yeah,
You know, um, yeah, that was a good twist.
yeah.
That was a good twist in the movie. Her,
Even though I've seen it before.
yeah. I mean, it's a common trope, yeah, but it's still unexpected, despite it being a common trope.
Yeah,
That they do a good job of making you think it's real. Um, that was a good twist. The final battle, I guess, between them and the demon was a good scene. But
I've seen better in
yeah,
this series.
yeah,
And
and
I don't know.
and how they connected it was great, and I love that little bit.
Yeah, the connection. Another spoiler warning was at the very end. Frenchie, who was the errand guy who went with them, ended up becoming possessed by the demon, and he
Mm-hmm.
was the person that was referenced in the film footage in the first Conjuring movie where Ed and Lorraine did the exorcist on the French guy who could suddenly speak Latin.
Yep.
And so that all tied together.
Yep. And that's where
And
she first saw the vision of the nun.
yeah.
You know. But yeah, it did all tie together, and that was nice. But overall, I'll never watch this movie again. It was that boring. And like, if had we not been doing a review, I can promise you I would have fallen asleep during this movie again.
I almost fell asleep.
I did too. It was a freaking struggle.
It was funny because they were in one of the few creepy parts of the movie, and I was dozing, and I was almost in that kind of state of like asleep, but I could still hear what's going on. And Amber just reaches over nonchalantly and touches my leg, and it scared the shit out of me
Yeah, I
more,
wasn't even trying to scare you that time.
more than anything in the movie
You
did.
freaking yeah, you did. That's the hardest you jumped. Was I scared you?
Because like I could tell something was about to happen in the movie, and you touched me, and it was like it was over at that point.
So my advice about this movie, if you just want to see what happened, is to, fast forward to the last 20 minutes
Yeah,
and watch it, and you're good. You don't really need to see the rest of the movie.
there was the one scene that kind of creeped me out just because it triggered on one of those fears was where the priest got buried in the grave.
That was neat, yeah. And that's the thing. You think that's where things are going to kick off.
Yeah.
And it don't. It slows back down again, and it's like, what happened?
It is true. It was a very. It lacked the build up that
That
all the other
typical-
haunting house movies do.
Yeah, haunted houses or possession movies, it's always build up. There was no build up here.
No.
None.
It kind of ebbed and flowed through the whole movie, which isn't a good pacing for a horror film.
No.
There was a lot of downtime.
What do you rate this?
About a 5.
Yeah,
It wasn't a horrible film.
right.
I've seen a hell of a lot worse, but it was nowhere near good or great.
I was going to give it a 5, and then the ending was really good, and how it tied together was great. Then upon, doing this review and talking about it again, I'm going to stick with a 5.
I was gonna say if it wasn't
I'm
for
going to stick with a 5.
the ending and the tie together stuff, it would have been probably a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, that's my thought. It's still, after talking about it, like I said, you just fast forward to the last 20 minutes.
You could probably find
And
like the Nun in a Nutshell video on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's probably like 7 minutes long. and
realistically, you could watch this review and be good
watch it. Yeah,
because we basically covered
we covered it.
the 10 minutes of important stuff that happened in
Let's
the
see,
movie.
we're at 8:35. We're fixing to wrap it.
You know,
so-
you know how they have those memes or those, I survived another meeting that could have been an email.
It's this one right
This
here.
could have been
This,
this could have been the first 5 minutes build up to a actual movie.
yeah.
They could have just told a story. You
Yeah,
know,
it could have been just a background piece to another good movie. You're right.
they could have condensed it down into about an 8-minute window before the
Yeah, and it'd
the
be
big
like,
title.
because it says set in 1952. They literally could have done that and then just jumped forward to where they showed, the possession of
Yeah.
Frenchie is what they could have done.
They didn't give you a whole lot of time to ponder on that either because they gave his real name and then like less than a minute later they were showing the clip.
Yeah.
So you didn't have time to be like, oh, Morris, that's...
Yep. All right, let's
Okay.
wrap this.
Yep, well that is it. Less than 10 minutes. So anyway, yeah, not really a recommended film. Next up is going to be, Annabelle Creation or the Curse of... La Laurel or
I
whatever
think
that
that
is.
one's next. Yes, that
Okay,
one.
I don't know the name of that movie. I've
I
never
don't
even
either.
heard of it up until this
I
point.
hadn't either.
But
so.
anyway, we'll see y'all next time for that. This has been UNN's 2021 horror movie reviews. We've been covering the Conjuring series. We'll see y'all next time. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
We are Untitled Nerd Network. Next time.